So this colony is actually a colony that a very dear beekeeper actually gifted me. They were caught on a roof of a cottage bed and breakfast place, and obviously we can't keep the bees there for long if they're caught. So this is a swarm that we caught, and the beekeeper very kindly gifted them to me, and I fed them a little bit of sugar water to get them. I think they were 4 or 5 frames when I got them. And looking at the activity at the entrance, I'm thinking they're quite strong now. Look, it's actually all the other hives that we've checked now didn't have pollen, but this one I've seen a lot of bees bringing in pollen, which is interesting. And they're quite offensive.
Feed them quickly.
Look at that. That is a colony that will be ready for us super soon. As soon as the flow starts. These 2 frames are still wax sheets, but you can still see a lot of activity happening at the entrance. But the sugar water is actually going off here at the front, so I'm not going to feed them.
Okay.
They must use that sugar water there.
Okay, how much is left?
About this much in the frame, but it's like murky. I can see it's not fresh anymore. And I see loads and loads and loads of pollen here on bees. So I'm not concerned that they don't have enough food.
I think this is one of the stronger hives that's hogging all of the food wherever it is. Then the weaker hives don't really have a chance to get to it.
Look how they're all running into the entrance. Yeah, okay.
Oh, the lid?
Show our people what's going on in this colony. It's not necessary for an inspection, but it's very exciting to see the amount of honey here, and we're leaving it for them. We'll take it off as soon as the flow starts.
This hive is quite an aggressive one.
Well, they've got some honey on the sides of this brood box with a lot of brood on the middle, and then both of these are wax sheets on the outer edges and brood in the middle. So I haven't opened this brood in a long time, but I'm suspecting that there's a big oval shape of brood on the inside. But look at this honey. That one thick every time. You can actually smell the cafe around you.
Yep.
So quickly. You can smell that. Look at that. And the queen started laying in here again. This was
Let's see the other side. Sure.
all of that capped at the top is honey.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna leave this in cold.
Just want to stand a bit back so you can see.
I don't have a smoker, so I can't go into details this side. But that's quite empty.
They must get like so defensive like this if there's honey anyways, right?
Yeah. They're enjoying it as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite excited about the honey that we'll get off from this hive in the summer.
And this one was there a feeder in it.
Yes, this one has a feeder. It's not actually that necessary. They were equally strong, almost like that one. But then a few weeks ago I decided to do a split on it because I also found a swarm cell or a queen cell on them in a super at the top. So I actually put the super with the super food over there, make a new colony. And the super at the top is empty, it's just wax strips that we can't just to help them with their heat because they're standing in the sun. And so it'd be wise to move them to the shade maybe. So I gave them free just to get them super strong so that I can get a lot of honey. And these 4 frames also from another hive that look at that. All that pollen wasn't there last week. So none of these hives had pollen a few days ago, but that is in a matter of 3 or 4 days that they've brought in that pollen. And that's exciting because it means that some sort of a flow is starting over here.